To hear a lot of blowhards to admonish you. If you having trouble with women socially, getting genuine confirmation and acceptance, I admonish you, my friend, be charming. Be charming without knowing whether that individual you're trying to encourage, throwing accolades at, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just a big blowhard, beating your own chest and talking into the man, giving this poor man a sermon. Give the sermon to yourself, my friend. You're the one who needs to hear it. You're the admonisher, the advice by pithy sayings. Do as I say, not as I do. Give the sermon to yourself, friend. You're the one who needs to hear it. Admonishment doesn't take into consideration whether that individual, the victim of that admonishment, warnings, reminders, phony encouragements, belittlements, badgering, insults, etc., ridicule, mockery, and all in the name of admonishing this poor bastard and thinking you're doing him tough love, Christian tough love right there. It's time that myth was exploded and exposed. You can go to in the old days, listen to this, we went to Arthur Murray Charm School, Arthur Murray Dance School to learn how to, young boys like me, little pateleros, this is a little sissy boy who has no confidence. These are small boys who have no appearance and no personality and no proven track record earned in the arena under powerful pushback and resistance, confidence to go forward. I can't begin to tell you what it's like as a short, small man like me to stand on the in cahoots dance floor, and the cowgirls and cowboys are all taller than me. It's the lowest feeling in the world. And then you come on what was the old time, a local stiff called Michael Dean, who had a stage show, Hypnosis, in San Diego. And to come on that stage as a subject like I did, and everybody's laughing. And Dean looked out at the house and said, "Why everybody's laughing? He's not doing anything." Well, they were laughing because I'm ridiculous looking. Church of the Transmutation, it takes that kind of courage, my friend, to clean out the Aegean stables of your life. You've got to go through 500 yards of manure and clean out those Aegean stables. Those are the stables of all the bullshit you put in there, all the negative suggestions you're picking up of yourself, because when you were mocked and ridiculed and stereotyped and caricatures and put in pillory out there, you didn't fight back against it. You turned a cheek. You learned how to be a good submissive and behave, come back in with your passive behavior. You'll piss me off over there with your passivity. And all you offer to that type of assault, that criminal assault, that bullying, turn the cheek. Don't make waves. Be a nice guy. You're okay, I'm okay. You win, I win. I want us all to have a nice day. You're going to pay the price, my friend. Soon, what happens is you run out of time like me. You'll run out of time. You put it off. You delayed. You said tomorrow when I get my 20 inches of arms, when I get my fighting guns, my 20 inches of arms, and my armor-bladed pecs, TNT in my fist that Charles Atlas promised me. No longer will the bully kick sand in my face. I join Atlas He-Man. I turn my miserable puny body into a mass of muscles. I bought all that propaganda. I swung from one hero to another and identified the old days when Ali was a sting like a bee, float like a butterfly. I'm Ali. I'm Marciana. I'm the champ, Rocky Marciana. I punch like Marciana. I have the stage presence, the charisma. I identify with Elvis. I have the natty appearance and the incredible stage presence of Frank Young Sinatra. That's me. That's me. Maybe I'll dress like him. Maybe I'll try to imitate the way he enters a room. That's me. That's me. And all the women will be coming to me. And they're going to parade me down Fifth Avenue. I'll drive that Queen Mary. I'll take that Queen Mary and drive that bad boy down the neighborhood and get some respect, get some recognition. Now, the phony dreams can reach that proportion, my friend. Media encourages it. They're masters at it. A lot of money's made selling dreams to fools. We went to the Tango Palace and the honeymoon lanes in New York and paid for our dances and paid for time to talk to a woman socially. And of course, she'd tell us anything we want to hear. I was bald at the time, and they told me what a great head of hair I have. Ha 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 ha! I tell you for sure I could do some stand-up comedy. Can I do stand-up comedy? You better believe it. When you get up and do stand-up comedy, you power it out. You show absolutely no fear of your house. Power it out. Have your say, have an opinion. George Carlin's 100% right. When you hit the stage, have an opinion. You don't have to be right, but have an opinion. Stand for something. I wish I would have known this 60 years ago. You don't want to collect brownie buttons that you're going to save to cash off in the future. They're only brownie buttons, and you never realized they were worthless then, and they're worthless now if you didn't take action in the now when it counted and fight back and advocate for yourself. Be your own case manager when it counts in the now. Don't let anybody get away with any mockery, intimidation, and so call it out. Take him to the mat right then and there. I watch Trump very closely. I'm studying and I'm noticing how he is muscling up in a biryani. Before he comes on, he'll puff up. He'll puff right up. Press that neck, that kyphotic neck against his collar. Throw that old chest out there and puff up. That's called, in the old days in the Bronx, we call it gearing up for a fight. Muscling up for a fight. That's when we had nothing to back ourselves up with. And we needed our boys around us to back us. And we strike a posture of bravado. That's all it is. It's a bravado. This old cowboy can see through an act. This old cowboy can see through bravado. You're gearing up. You're coming in with a phony show of confidence. It's in the body language. It's all in the body language. Anticipate. That's why I told you. Short, small man like me, you want to take that woman into the toughest environment possible where you can lose her and give her the right, give her the permission. Don't do what our Mayor Filner did. Don't crowd her and say, would you like a date with your mayor? And then crowd that. No, always give her, I say to you this, just the opposite. Always give that woman a chance to get away. Any excuse a woman would be, under rare occasions, you want to give her all the space, that's the Proximus, to get away from you. I accept any excuse is legitimate. Let him go. Let him go. Don't fight it. No means no. They say no to a man like me with the body language, with the attitude, with the looking around. If I'm talking, they're not paying attention, they're looking around at everybody else. And the damn fool keeps on hanging on by, keep on talking. Don't you see they're not paying attention to you, fool? Don't you see they're bored with you, you fool? Won't you grab the bull by the horns and do something? At that point, you got to do something to get the attention. That's when you hit the stage, the same thing. If you hit the valley, watch the great Johnny Carson. You hit the valley, come out of the valley fighting. Don't stay in the valley. You got to bring them back. That's your job. And never come up on that stage and say, the house is lousy tonight. Or the comedian before me brought the house down. The hell with the comedian before you, my friend. The hell with the house. You make the house. It's a new house for you when you hit the stage. And you got to like the odds. You got to want to hit that stage against the toughest resistance and pushback you can find and win that house or lose it. Come up there and say with the attitude, this will either make me or break me. And even if it breaks me, I learned something tonight I didn't know before. And I'm grateful and happy for it. So therefore, no matter what I say and do, I'm not a failure. Because I learned a little something. I learned what didn't work. Take it back to the drawing board. Simulate. Create models. Do the Gestalt chairs. Talk to your fantasy. Talk to your projections and take back the power systematically. Recreate what happened. You got a camcorder. Recreate the postures. Recreate, memorialize. That means you must be very alert now. You must be very objective and attentive to what's going on now. There's no excuse. Don't let anything be an excuse. But all this is meaningless, my friend, unless you build your body and your mind and you get yourself to the point where you're not embarrassable or intimidatable, completely desensitized. You're ready for anything. What are you afraid? I'm not afraid of anything. Why aren't you afraid? Because whatever happens, I'm ready for it. Anticipate, projective anticipation. Get to the chase. Be at the chase before your opponent gets there by reading the body language, by listening to every cue you get, and by knowing how to interview, how to use indirects to get to directs, how to interview in a proper way, and present yourself, know your vulnerabilities. But the main thing is, what are you talking? Do it. Do it. What are you talking? Do it.